I wonder how long it's been since my brother and I began to see things other people can't see.
So this is Himuro Mansion.
Hello and welcome back to Fatal Frame. We are nearly an hour late because PCSX2 decided to just, have a fuss and it wanted some attention. We did nothing other than click things back and forth, and then eventually it was like, oh yeah, okay, I'll work now, and here we are. So
Yes.
I am joined, as always, by Swiftykeen. Swiftykeen is playing, and I am talking nonsense as usual. So, whenever you're ready, Swifty, take it away.
Awesome. Okay.
Demon tag, eh?
That mirror. Give it back.
Oh, that's right. We just had our arms bound by the evil.
Spooky ghosts. Oh my gosh, I gotta get used to the controllers. Everything's weird.
Everything's weird in this game, anyway.
Oh,
Yeah, I was actually reading up on this. You know, the camera obscura was actually the last thing that was put into this game.
really? Like, that's the
Yeah.
whole point of the
Yeah, I know.
gameplay.
And originally, it was going to be more like haunting grounds. You would hide from the ghosts, and I don't know how you can hide from a ghost, but you would hide from the ghost, or you would use light to scare them off. And then it was because it was originally made by two guys, Shibata and Kirakuru or something. I'm probably butchering those names. And it was Shibata that wanted to have an offensive sort of weapon,
Mhm.
and Kirakuru was kind of against the idea. He wanted it more to be like, run and hide from the ghosties. And as the game developed, Shibata was like, look, this functionality really works. And then I was like, again, that's how the actual camera obscura got put into the game, which is crazy considering that it's pretty much the whole point of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I thought that was really interesting. I was like, no way. So so this wasn't originally going to be offensive. It was going to be more defensive, more like horror games today, run and hide. And that doesn't work for me. Hey Cerberus, and hey Mrs. Mum.
What up, what up?
How's it going? And yeah, you probably missed what I said at the start, Cerberus. Swifty is actually playing, and I'm just going to be talking crap over the top of it.
Steven Seagal.
Oh God, don't! After doing that search for Steven Seagal, I swear, bloody Google, tracks everything you type, because all of a sudden I kept getting all these YouTube videos about Steven Seagal being a liar. Apparently, he's some kind of liar.
I don't have any clue what's up with Steven Seagal these days.
Yeah. Cerberus, just turn your speakers up. Because we don't want to mess with settings. It's taken us an hour just to get here.
I mean, I could probably tweak it in OBS, because that's not what was giving us the issue.
What was giving us the issue? I don't know. We couldn't work out. No, apparently me and you are quiet, but the game is alright. So you might want to just up your desktop audio 1 and 2 on OBS.
Okay.
I wasn't streaming issues, Cerberus. It was actually emulation issues. For some reason, PCSX2 wasn't friendly with Swifty tonight, and was literally running the game in
Oh, bro,
quarter
it
speed.
was it was so slow. It's awful.
And there was no reason for it because we were like, so we went through all the settings, and all we did, because Swift is actually running this off the DVD.
Mhm.
Yeah, and so all we did was we changed the DVD plugin from the one that's standard to something else, which didn't work. So we put it back to the normal one, and then all of a sudden it worked. Who's this woman? She wants makeup tips.
Oh, dude, the blind lady, awful. Hate her. She's the worst.
And she's got you.
Hence my eyes. Anyways, but
Oh, good God.
it's all based on sound, and she's fast.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and apparently, again with the development of this game, when they made the sequel, which is that's the butterfly one, right?
Yeah, the Crimson Butterfly. Yeah, that's the second one.
They actually made it less scary because there were complaints from people in Japan that they couldn't finish the game because it was too scary.
Really? Well,
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
ghost
they
stuff.
found. Yeah, yeah. I think because it's probably based more on sort of the Shinto religion, maybe it affected them more because it's obviously their belief system. Whereas for us, I mean, Shintoism is something I kind of understand in the same way I kind of understand Christianity. So
Yeah.
we got dodgy Project Zero name change. Well, to be fair, in Japan, this game is called Zero. It's only called Fatal Frame in North America.
Yep, because we've got to be different.
Yeah, so in a way, in Europe, we got a name closer to the original. Neither makes any sense. Because I don't know why well, it's not. When I say it's called Zero, it's not technically called Zero. It's a symbol which, when translated, basically translates as nothing, and the closest we've got in English is zero. So, work that one out. So, in a way, Fatal Frame, I don't know, kind of makes more sense because you're taking pictures of, well, dead people, so they are fatal, aren't they?
Well, you do also get the fatal shot where if you time it just right and you've got like
Oh,
your
yeah.
camera souped up. There's also a Zero, I think, which is like. Well, I think that might be the film. Anyways, there's a film that's like the best, and I think it's Zero.
Right. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call this game essentially scary. But then I was saying this before in another game I was playing. I'm so desensitized to this sort of stuff. I think it's hard to scare me particularly.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's fair for me to say, "Oh, this game's not scary."
It's creepy. I'll give it, like, the atmosphere, like, if you're playing alone by yourself in the dark, it's pretty creepy. But, yeah, it's not like, oh, I'm so scared. Yeah. But I'm also, desensitized as well.
Yeah, I think that's the kind of a problem. I mean, I don't know I was playing Cry of Fear last night, and again, that's not a scary game, but there was a lot of jump scares in it, and a couple of those did get me, but then they kept using the same jump scare over and over again, and it was just like, yeah, you're not getting me now, guys, this is just annoying. And,
shoot. Look up there.
Oh, hello. Was that the landlord?
This guy is one of the last family that lived here. That's him.
So technically, yes, he's the landlord.
Yes, I guess. I don't know. Let me go into this file. Because we're going to start getting into the, oh my gosh, correlation's a lot more in this. Yeah, it's crazy.
I love this. I really do love this correlation system. It's a shame it's just nothing more than kind of, a glorified filing system.
Yeah.
I really think you could have, well, not, in future iterations they might have been able to make more. But then does this appear in other Fatal Frame games?
No, as far as I know, this is the only one that does it. At least in that
hello.
regard. Yeah, I missed her. She quick.
She was fast.
She's looking at something. Ah, it's not gonna count it. It was too slow. Dang it. Wasting film.
Wow, he was chipping.
Yeah, the ghost lists are pretty hard to get in these games. It's that long arm son of a gun.
Oh, hello. Wow, he has got long arms.
Yeah, I think that's his name,
Oh.
Long Arm Ghost.
Yeah, he looks like what's her name out of Parasite Eve? She's got really long arms. Actually.
He reminds me of Riff Raff from the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh right. Because of the hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's Eve actually from Parasite Eve.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, Eve, yeah.
get out of my life, bro.
But he wants to be in your life. He wants to be a part of your life.
He's quick and I'm slow.
He wants to tickle you with those long things.
Oh, I wonder if he's... I think I
Oh,
glitched.
Yeah, I know, he's spazzing out. Look at him.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
I can pirouette like the best of them.
Well, that did it. I'll take it.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. You know,
He's a pain.
well, he's out now. Or is he going to come back?
He's done.
Oh, right. 'Cause some of these ghosts, you kill them, then they come back like 2 rooms over, and it was like, well, what was the point of me taking your picture?
I think he's done. I'm thinking that was the last time. It's locked. Yeah. So, since we woke up on the second night, we've, like, the barriers between, like, the weird times are different. So, like, I don't think I'm caught up with Mafuyu yet, but, like, there's going to be a lot of places that weren't accessible that's open now because we're technically in the past.
Right. So is Mafuhu in the present then?
I don't know.
I mean,
like, kinda?
which is the real present? Is it his present or is it our present that we've now been removed from?
That one. Yeah, we were the real
Right.
present, but we've been removed
Okay.
from it. So I don't know if he's, like, I don't know if he's in between or, yeah, I'm not sure where he is. I think
Yeah.
he's, like, in the past, and we're
Okay.
going that way.
So he's Chris Ben Glover and we're Emmett Brown.
Yes.
Your kids, Marty! Sorry about your kids!
Okay, this is lit up.
Hey, Radar!
What up, Radar? And welcome. Aha, there we are.
Apologies for the delay. PCSX2 didn't like Swifty tonight.
Oh,
Was not impressed with her.
I am offended.
Yeah, and it took out its obstinance on her by running the game at 15% speed for no reason at all. We played around with the settings, as in we just literally did nothing, and then it decided to work.
Yep.
And that was after
Oh my
downloading the ISO, downloading the latest version, trying turning one plugin off and one plugin back on. I mean, you're running this off the DVD again, aren't you?
Yep.
Yeah. So
I didn't change anything. It just started working.
yeah, it just started working. So no one knows. We're going to blame Andrew because apparently he deleted some files off the computer. So it's,
Well,
it's
he just,
definitely
like... Well,
Arctic's fault.
it's running better. It's running smoother. Like, it's a lot faster. So I don't know.
Oh, look at that monk. Yeah, well, maybe it just had to embed or something. I don't know. It's just, it
Maybe.
doesn't. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense.
We're true professionals, Radar. We don't give up.
No, no. I was getting ready to have a look at Constantine on a PlayStation 2, but thankfully Swifty has saved me from that horror till another time.
gosh, this camera angles.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel it really badly in Silent Hill 4. Just, give me tank controls for God's sake. I can't do it. It hurts. And I really do think I'm pissing AJ off as well, and it's like, I don't mean to, I just really hate this. It's not you, it's me.
Whatever. I'm gonna stop aiming for those stupid kids.
Cool, look at them go.
Yeah. They're playing demon tag, I gotta catch them.
Oh, right, I thought they were on like a milk run or something. But of course, yeah, the bloody chap was called Demon Tag. Tag, you're the demon.
Well, what's really messed up is whoever wins becomes the sacrifice, and whoever loses becomes the blind lady. Like, she gets a mask with nails shoved into her face, so she loses her eyes.
Okay, so basically there are no winners in this game.
Pretty much.
That's really nice. They should instill that in schools. PCSX2 is always a bastard to run. It is if you're running on a really old system. Like, yeah, it would not work on a laptop. I don't think it'd even work on a laptop today. For some reason, you need to have a computer that's literally 10 times as powerful as a PlayStation 2 just to run the PlayStation 2 emulator. Because I remember about maybe 10 years ago on my older computer, not the one I've got now, but the computer I used to use, I tried running PCSX2 because I wanted to have a look at Shadow of the Colossus, and it ran at about 30% speed, so it's just useless. But now, with this monster, it can pretty much chuck this emulator around like it's nothing, which is nice.
Well, that game's already got a remaster anyways.
Well, yeah. And rightly so as well. It's a fantastic game.
Yeah, they finally put out the third part after like
100
years.
What's it called? Guardian something?
I think so.
Something Guardians? Just you and a big giant white cat dog thing.
Dang it, it's locked. Alright, so
But everyone's like, oh, it's not as good. And it's like, dude, it was never going to live up to the hype. It'd be like if they were to release Half-Life 3.
Oh, yeah.
They won't, because it's just going to be pointless, because it is not going to live up to the hype. Oh, I'm using an i5 with a GTX 970. That's what I'm running. And I've got 32 gigs of RAM though. I think that really helps. I applied for jobs. Oh, sorry.
Could have come in here and saved myself the headache. Oh no. It's just the broke neck lady. Oh, what? I totally took the fatal shot.
So, did she come over from Deadly Premonition?
What in the F, dude? Get off of me. Oh no, I'm in some infernal loop.
Oh no way, you're in a damage loop. Holy cow.
I'm out.
That's bullshit.
And she took a shot at me, and she's a ghost, so of course she can come through the door. I don't have time for that.
What the hell? That's bang out of order.
What? No! I'm dead. That's DED, son.
Really? Holy shit. It just suddenly went mental.
It's because, oh my god. None of that counted. Because there's no checkpoints.
Oh my days.
Oh wait, yes. Oh my gosh. Stop touching buttons. Alright, so I'm just gonna skip all these cutscenes.
Yeah, well, yeah.
If I can. Sometimes some games don't let you. Oh, and this is one of the... Nope. Okay, awesome. But I know where to go first, so...
Well, yeah, yeah. Go for Deadly Premonition Ghost.
Which the broken neck girl's in both this game and the second game. Actually,
Yeah, isn't she in the 4th game as well?
She might be. I know that's a fan favorite.
Yeah.
Alright, blah, blah, blah. Alright, blind lady's about to attack again. Awesome. No! God dang it.
Poke her in the eye.
Alright.
So have you got to snap these kids running or you can't finish the level?
No, you're fine. That's just added to your ghost list. That's just like if you want your complete ghost list, you've got to catch them.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Ugh. She's so fast. Get away from me, please.
Oh, come on, you clearly took her picture then.
Yeah,
She
I know.
still grabbed you. You know, she's not following the base mechanics of the game.
Oh no. She's nearby. Oh, she's gonna hear me. Ah! I gotta soup up the camera. That's what I gotta do with my points next.
Yeah, see again, you got her picture and it still attacked you. That's big to the
No! God dang it! And there goes that spirit stone. Get away from me. All the damage.
So Spirit Stone is your life, is it?
Yeah. I think, well, I don't know, it's not spirit stone. It's the, stone mirror or something? Anyways.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it just basically is a freebie. It's like a
Because this is
resurrection.
like, so this is stage 2 and literally the difficulty's ramped up
Oh, yeah.
infinitely.
You better be
'cause-
ready.
Yeah, stage 1 wasn't this hard.
That's how they suck you in.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
Just so I don't have to look back. 26th day. 11th month. 10 years.
925 are these numbers you need to know.
In a minute, that one door, I tried to get in earlier, but couldn't, asks, like, oh, you can't
Do you want
make
to write
out
these numbers
anything?
down?
No, I've got it. I mean, I can always
Done
look
it?
back up at my notes, but
Oh, right, okay.
I don't want to.
I only finished this once and use an action replay. Yeah, when in doubt, cheat. That's my philosophy with video games that don't follow the base mechanics that they establish.
Alright. So that's all we needed in here.
Okay.
Well, I've beat this a bunch on the PS2, and like, if I would have played it and beat it again, I'd be like in the groove, so it'd be a lot easier. Plus, I'm starting from scratch, and I haven't had to do that in a long time.
I mean, what got me was the sudden control switch when you go into camera.
Yeah, that's
That was
weird.
taking me a long time to get hold of. And also the fact that the first time I played, I didn't realise I could change it to tank controls.
So that's technically Miku's grandma right there, the hanged woman,
Yeah.
and her mom goes out the same way.
Well, like mother, like daughter, I suppose.
It's pretty messed up.
Yeah, well, this whole thing's pretty messed up.
That's fair. Sadly, this game does not have closed captions.
No, she's talking about OBS, and you probably haven't got that setting turned on.
Oh, I don't know if I even have that as an option.
You will do, but I can't remember where it is. I'll have to let you know.
Okay, yeah, I don't know where that is.
Why do they put at misses? Sometimes this tagging thing really gets on my tits. I pressed enter. Yeah, I'll have a quick look to see where it is. Because it was my brother that found it. And for the life of me, I can't remember where he found it. I know it's in OBS somewhere. I think it was... Was it? No, it's not that. Tools. Ah, right, yeah. Yeah, I don't think you can do it now, but next time just go to Tools, and it's the second one down, Captions, in brackets, experimental.
Okay.
I mean, most of the time they don't work. It's like Miss Mum was saying to me yesterday, it's like, you keep talking about Islam. It's like, I haven't mentioned Islam once.
It's hilarious. Oh, wait, I'm gonna get this kid. Oh, you took me out of the camera. But I still got her. It's BS.
Who took you out of the camera?
It's just the game.
cutscene.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yes, to make it scary. I wonder. I don't know if you can. No, wrong one. I guess not here. I guess it's on the replay game. You get the ghost list. And then it lets you know what you've taken.
Oh, okay.
Turn
So does
me.
this game have like New Game Plus or anything like that?
Yeah, like you can have different outfits, nothing crazy. Like, I think like her shirt changes and she gets a different hair barrette.
Yeah, well, yeah, this is before Tecmo started working with Ninja Theory.
So, like,
Not Ninja Theory, sorry, Team Ninja.
yeah. So, yeah, and then plus, like, you can keep souping up your camera and get all the nice stuff.
Well, here comes Mr. Eve. Machine getting caught in a
Riffraff.
pirouette loop again.
Oh my gosh, that was awesome, but I feel like that's what jinxed me with.
Yeah.
Get away from me.
Yeah, it saw you cheat. It was like,
Yep.
never none of that.
Oh gosh, I'm still getting used to the controls. Get
I
out of
know.
camera.
After playing for an hour and a half, I still hadn't got the controls down either. Because it's just the camera controls. It's like it's a camera, not a fucking plane. Up should be up, not down.
Need to get push. Or maybe slow.
That you need points to buy things in this game, right?
Yeah. The better, like, if I can get a good kill shot, then, like, you get a lot of points. I'm not doing too hot, so it's gonna take a long time.
Well, it was PCSX2 was being the spooky one tonight.
Oh no, I've wasted all my. God dang it! I cannot afford to lose another. Alright. Whatever.
See ya.
Like, I just keep. I don't know, like, I need to buy the follow function or whatever it is where it just tracks them. Because I'm having the worst time at that.
Oh, well, it actually auto tracks with the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah. What's her history?
Oh, she's talking about Riffraff. I think he used to, like, kidnap kids or something. That's why he's got long arms. Better to grab them with. I don't know.
Oh god, you find notes in Cry of Fear as you're going through the game, and one of the notes was literally just a paedophile talking about how he liked children. And I was like, yeah, I'm not reading that out loud, because that's an audio clip that will come back to haunt me.
Yeah. No. Thanks. Well, I did die earlier, but I'm alright now.
No, we haven't died again, thankfully. We nearly did.
Well,
That was hilarious. Cerberus, that's why I didn't read it out. God. Can't actually remember what it said now. Something about how they like touching and
creepy.
it was really creepy. It worked very well for what it was doing. You know, it established the apartment that I was in as being this really twisted place, and it worked. But you know, at the same time, I'm not saying that out loud. So yeah, when this game says based on a true story, it's supposed to be based on true accounts, isn't it? Not...
Yeah, like there's a mansion outside Tokyo, I think, or I don't know, some province where there's just like a bunch of rumors surrounding it, but nothing.
Where some ritualistic, weird stuff happened.
I don't know about that much. I just think people like. I can't remember if it was like 4 or 5 people have come up missing in the area, then they turned up dead.
Ah, right.
So I think it was more of that thing. So the faces, if she means like the, I don't know how to explain it. So there's a noise, there's a static noise, and then there's a blue. The filament will glow blue. I think that's how that works. So Shinto ritual blind held on the day of. So 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Nice. Okay.
Awesome.
It's embarrassing how long it took me to figure out that the kanji was the numerals and it went counterclockwise.
Yeah, which it would, because they generally read from right to left anyway, don't they? So yeah, I suppose that would make sense. Well, I only know 1 to 5. Ichi ni sanshigo.
Oh, that's more than I know.
Yeah. Well, no, the way it was taught to me by a Japanese person when I was out in Thailand, and they just said, well, that, you know, it was like, because number 1 is ichi, so of course, and 2 is knee, so he kind of scratched his knee, went ichi knee, you know, that's 1, 2. Then of course pointed up at the sun, then pointed at my girlfriend, she, and then kind of indicated go. You go, there you go. That's how you remember 1 through 5. I was like, no way, that's so easy to remember. So I've never forgot it. I don't know what 6 to 10 is, but I'll never forget 1 to 5.
It's hilarious. I think I can count up to...
I can count in German.
I can count in Spanish, but only so far.
Yeah, I can count a bit of Spanish. I used to be able to count quite far in Thai, but I've seemed to have forgotten all the Thai I learned when I was out there. It's embarrassing.
It'd probably come back if you were like...
It probably would come back if I was out there, yeah. But sitting here now, I can't even tell you what 1 is in Thai. So I could... Well, I couldn't hold a conversation in Thai, but I would never have gone hungry. We back... Hold on, was this the end of level 1?
Yeah, we gotta come back out here to pick up that mirror shard, I think.
Oh, right.
But we're about to take her out before she takes us out, so...
Is that broken neck girl?
Yeah. Pain in my neck, haha. Back away.
If I ever own a house, I just make the well. Oh, right, yeah. With some fake bodies.
Gosh. Oh no, don't put me in a loop. Shit.
What is this loot business?
I don't know, it's her. Whatever it is, it's her fault. Nope. You're dead, lady.
man, technically, you could say we are cheating because we've got a long-range weapon, but still,
No.
damage loops are bang out of order. There should be a cooldown between attacks. So Radar, Swifty tells me you're not going to wear a costume for the Halloween party.
Ah, there it is.
Colour me not impressed.
I know what it was Andrew said about not wearing a costume, because Radar said he wasn't, and Andrew's like, I'm not out of solidarity. That's what it was.
Lame. I'm wearing one.
I am, I just gotta find it.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe there wasn't something in here. Doesn't matter.
You will be sorry, Radar, I tell you. Yeah, you confess to Mrs. Mum why you're sorry, Radar.
Expose your sins.
I mean, you could do a really easy Fatal Frame costume, just get an old camera. That's it.
I want to say that well opens up and I've got to fight somebody. Maybe not this
Really?
chapter.
Not Sadako.
No, I think it's... I don't know who it is. There's always a well ghost. There's one in this one. There's one in 2.
Yeah.
I think there's one in 3. I don't know, 4. Yeah, 4? Well, there's a well in 4 that you go down into. And you have to fight a bunch of ghosts.
Really? No way.
Well, I mean, technically that weird underground cave where they did that secret ritual dance, like... I think how that detective found him was, like, we could... Something to do with a well, because, like, the well, like, connected to it. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've played 4.
Yeah, I didn't get very far in 4.
I love 4. It's so much fun to play.
4's hilarious because they've got proper... Because she hasn't really got girl trot in this game. But 4, all the girls have got a proper girl trot.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's like, God, I can walk faster than that.
It's not dainty.
And they've got it in 5 as well. They've got the proper girl trot. Oh,
Yeah.
I had a look at the Wii remake for Project 02.
Oh, yeah.
And it's
I've got that one.
basically Fatal Frame 4, isn't it? In terms of the way the camera works. They've got the girl trot going on.
Yeah, pretty much. I want to say it doesn't play as smooth as 4. It's been a while,
Right.
though. I'd have to play them. Because I played 4 first before I could get a copy of Project 02. So I want to say that 4 did it better, but 2 was alright.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely gonna look into sorting out the Dolphin emulator and getting it, because you can emulate, because as well as emulating the Wii, you can actually emulate the Wiimote with the mouse. I don't know how well it works, 'cause I've not tried it. I've only ever emulated GameCube games with Dolphin so far, and they work really well. So that's what I was thinking when we were talking about Resident Evil 0 the other day. I was thinking of emulating the GameCube original version.
Yeah, I've got those floating around somewhere.
Yeah, I've got the Resident Evil remake and Resident Evil 0 for the GameCube. I bought them when I got the Wii, because there was a second-hand game store in Leicester, and he had them both, and he wanted peanuts for them as well. I was like, well, I'm taking them, even if I never play them, because you know you're never going to see full physical copies of these for that price ever again.
Nope, I'm ignoring you, lady.
But he had a GameCube game there where it was one of the Star Wars games, Rebel Assault 2, I think it was. And he wanted 50 quid for it. But next to it was Resident Evil, and he wanted a £5 for it. And I was just like, I think you've got the wrong idea, mate. No one's going to give you 50 quid for a Rebel Assault. Is it 2 or 3? It might have been 3, actually.
I'm not sure. I never played any Star Wars
Yeah.
games. A little bit of the SNES one, whichever one that was.
Oh, Super Star Wars, Super Empire Strikes Back, and Super Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah,
Adding
they're
it far.
impossible. Those
Didn't
games.
like it.
No, they're just too hard. They're not fun to play because it's just so hard.
Well, they
So
can't.
then you watch someone speed run it, and I'm just like, how are you doing?
Yeah.
But no, I've got Rebel Assault 2, I think it is, on the GameCube because it's got the first level is on Hoth, and you're taking out the AT-ATs on with the cable with your snow speed. That's awesome, so much fun. Yeah, Dolphin is one I want to set up. Supposed to work on even tower. Oh, sorry, lowering machines now. Apparently, there's a new build coming. It's not out yet, but the next build of Dolphin is going to be able to emulate Wii U games. But they've not said how they're going to be emulating the Wii U pad. So I think that would be a problem. Battletoads on the SNES. Was that just a remake of the Battletoads NES one, Raider? She got half a face.
Yep. That's what happens when you go head first down a well.
Well, yeah, I suppose. She hasn't even got any hair to cover it up, Sadako style.
Oh god! Please get away from me. That scared me.
At least you still got that. Whoa, that was an extreme close-up.
Too close. Get away from me. Yeah. Mainly because I'm scared to die. More so than the actual ghost.
Yeah. Well, she's been laid to rest, so I suppose it's a good thing. Well, that's what I forgot to ask. Are you running this in software or hardware?
Should be software.
Yeah.
See, there's the long arm dude in the picture here, and he's dragging a kid down the well.
Oh, yeah. Grim.
Because
It had similar levels, but was a different game. Yeah, so was the NES one. NES one is known for being extremely difficult as well. I didn't know there was this NES one. I played the arcade, Battletoads the arcade. That's alright. It's not as hard as the console games. Cat Lady's an awesome game. I finished that, and then I finished the sequel, Downfall, and I'm waiting on the third one now. Lorelei should be out beginning of next year.
cool.
They are really good games. So I'm probably going to play Downfall again because you can do. It's got multiple endings, whereas with the Cat Lady, all the multiple endings happen on the final screen. You just choose a different
Yeah.
selection. But apparently with Downfall, you have to play it a certain way every time to get a different ending. Which I can understand. It makes you play the whole game again rather than just save it before the final screen and just choose all options like Deus Ex. But you know.
Go away, blind lady.
I thought you already killed the blind lady.
I didn't kill her. It's sort of like, get away from me. It's sort of like you have to fight on over and over and over until like one final fight, and then that's when they go away. Why did you grab me? Don't you kill me? Don't you kill me? I'm gonna use the sacred water now. What a shame. Oh, I've only got 2. F that. We'll use some medicinal
You
herbs.
had saved it recently, haven't you?
Yeah. I just would rather not fight her if I don't have to. Mainly because it's just a waste of film because she's not gonna die. Go away! That was so fast. It's scary. Awesome. Okay, got out of that.
You're learning chess, Radar. I like chess. I don't get to play it very often. I'm not very good at it. I just like it.
For some reason my brain isn't like connecting. Okay, so this one goes up there, this one goes there. I've already messed up. Oh well.
Yeah, Cerberus,
whatever.
I've done a playthrough of the Downfall on the channel.
There
If
we
you
go.
want to watch that, you are more than welcome. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. I mean, mechanically it's better than the Cat Lady, but I still preferred the story to the Cat Lady.
I hate this section.
But then I love female protagonists in my video games anyway, so I'm a bit biased towards Susan Ashman.
You just move the pieces around, Radar, until you win. Oh, there's
Well,
no you. Ah, dang it.
It's one of those things where they're actually, when they say you got to think 3 moves ahead, you have to think 3 moves ahead with chess if you ever want to win.
Yeah, I'm not a very good chess player. Checkers I'm good at.
No, I can't beat my mother at checkers to this day.
It's mad skill.
I know, yeah. Ever since I was a kid, she's been whooping my ass. You know, never let me win just out of like pity. I've never even had a pity win in checkers. She just whips me every time.
That's good parenting.
Well, absolutely, absolutely. I did beat her at chess though, so yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, awesome.
Yeah, chess is addictive. I like chess. I like to play chess over a long period of time. If you know what I mean? You know, like you have a board and then your friend has a board elsewhere, and you just kind of play it over a long period of time.
Let's see. What am I doing? Okay, yes. Oh, can I not move that across? Oh, I feel ripped off. This is not gonna work. Dang it. Okay.
The chess. She's so cute. Do you play the chess? Sorry, she makes fun of me all the time. I think I'm allowed to make fun of her now.
Ah, dang it, I gotta swap those and I messed up! Ah! Why is this so hard for my brain? Okay. Gotta go there.
Yeah, that's what I like about it, Radar. I mean, I watch people do speed chess, and it's just like, you know, I can understand the thrill of it, but I like the longevity of a chess game. Where you can really mull over that next move.
That way. Oh wait, here? And then... It's not right.
No, I've watched you do this several times, and I still don't know what you're actually doing.
I'm matching these stone characters to the outside characters, and for some reason, it's just not clicking. Okay, so N's gotta go down, so I'm gonna move the N. I'm gonna move this over. I'll move this, you, You.
But you can only move it
You.
on a certain line.
You.
Right.
Got it. Got it.
I see.
I don't know why my brain was just like, duh. A little slow on the uptake today. It's okay.
It's Mafuyu.
It's Mafuyu.
Mafuyu.
Like, so you've seen the gameplay for 5 a little
Yes.
bit? Okay. So I don't know if you remember any of the story.
I only saw what would probably be described as the tutorial level into the first cutscene where they're back at
Okay.
the house and you meet the first and only male character,
Yeah,
as all these games seem to only have one male character.
that's true. Oh my gosh, why aren't you climbing these stairs, lady? Do I have to push a button?
Maybe?
Maybe I... Oh. Okay, that was weird. Just there clicking until she went. Anyways, so... Depending on... Well, it doesn't matter. Canon ending in this is... Spoilers, people, if you don't want to hear this. So
Yeah, spoiler alert, people.
So Mafuyu decides to stay with Kirie to appease her spirit so she'll stay and block the Hellgate.
Right.
And so Miku here, for some reason I couldn't think of her name, she's like, oh, I'm bummed, but I understand why you have to make this sacrifice. And then fast forward to game 3, she keeps having dreams about Mafuyu in this mansion, and like she wants to find his spirit and like bring him back and all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so apparently she gets closure on that in game 3. Fast forward again to game 5, and she's still obsessed with finding her brother in the spirit world because I don't know, like BroCon is what I'm going to go with.
Okay.
Like, I don't know, but that's like a
So-
really popular thing in Japan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're a little bit of... Yeah.
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 So I'm just like, it's literally taking you 3 games to be like, leave him alone.
Yeah, what's for me? If you bring him back, surely that's going to fuck the opens the Hellgate. The whole point that he sacrificed himself was to. So that's one ending of how many endings does this game have?
I think 3. I know 2 for sure. Like, I think there's 3 though. There's like canon ending where he stays. Then there's
Uh-huh.
like a semi-bad ending where he leaves with you. Like they appease
Okay.
Kirie's spirit, but he's all like, he leaves with Miku, but he's sort of like, I should have stayed, like this is gonna end bad. Then the 3rd one is just like the Hellgate just unleashes on the world and everybody dies.
Oh, no, cool. Let's go for that ending.
I can save it beforehand, so
Oh, Kenya, is it one of those? Awesome.
yeah.
Mancala. Never heard it called that, but I do know a board game that you play with marbles. You know, you got to jump over the marble or something.
Oh, is that backgammon? No. What is that?
Could possibly be backgammon.
I don't recall.
I don't know, because I had one of those 5 games in one travel game things. And it was like checkers, chess, and then you turned it over and you had Chinese checkers and the one with the marbles. I'm going to see, because she's put a link there. Just, No, I have never ever seen that before. Mancala, the game of collecting gemstones.
Apparently you're gonna run for it.
So yeah, no idea what that is.
No, I've never heard of it. So it's
No,
new.
that's new to me. The door seems to be closed. I don't know if you've watched Resident Evil Dead Aim yet, Swifty, but
No.
you know, like in say Silent Hill, they establish a locked door from a door that can never be opened.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, the lock's broken or, you know, the door is locked. Well, in Resident Evil Dead Aim, if the door can never be opened, right, you'll run up to the door and press action, and he's like, The door seems to be closed.
Shh.
And it's like, no shit, Sherlock. And then you press it again, and it's like, yeah, the door's locked. And I was like, what do you mean the door seems to be closed? Sure, that should be the door seems to be locked. It's just, and it started to make me laugh because every time I'd go, well, I wonder if this door seems to be closed. That game was so bad, it was hilarious. And then the final part of that let's play, let's play is a rather generous term. The last part of the video that I did, you get to change character.
Okay.
And you get to play the female character, and it's basically the action section as she runs from one part of the ship to the other, to then just to get put back to being the bloke again. And the music was literally just someone banging 2 keys on a Casio keyboard really fastly. It was terrible.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
It just reminded me of that guy that pretended he was deaf that made the music for Resident Evil.
It's
you
okay
know,
that it's bad. I can't hear. It's like, well, Beethoven was deaf, so
yeah. Ugh. Yeah, but he went deaf. He already knew how to make music before he went deaf. That guy claimed that he'd always been deaf.
That's true.
And it's like, my God, why would you do that? Yeah, that's what Cerberus said. It just went on. It just never stopped. Even when there was no action, it was just like... It's just like, oh my God.
It's the physical sound of anxiety.
Yeah. It just summed up how I felt about the game in music form.
That's
It's like, I'm never doing... unless I lose a bet, I'm never playing that game again. It's like that fucking Die Hard game. God.
Shots 23. Okay.
Right, did you save it again, did you?
Yep, just in case.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
This has not been kind to me today. Get out of my life. Okay. I don't have to fight her. So that's Kitty A's that's Kitty A's Cheryl, pretty much.
Oh, okay. That's cool. So, are these candles getting turned on as you're doing something? Or
It's a puzzle.
Just... Ah, okay.
Dang it. Alright, start over.
Oh, so that's what the Mancala is. A Mancala is a stretched out hole.
Dang it.
In case you didn't know.
I did not know.
No.
I should have done this one first. No, I shouldn't.
Is this like those candles you try and blow out on birthday cakes to keep relighting?
Pretty much. Boom, got it. Nice, so that's the demon tech school. Nope, lady, you can GTFO. Oh, get out of here, that's stupid. Frickin'. Oh, she's gonna grab me again. Because it takes 800 years to open a door. Go, 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 go. Awesome. I'm just gonna deal with these a-holes, and that's not as bad.
I do love the way that a closed door keeps you away from ghosts. Sure, that's the entire opposite.
Every time.
Okay, not every time.
It's only because I triggered this fight instead. Which
right,
I would rather fight.
Oh, right, you only ever fight one ghost at a time?
Sometimes. Not all the time.
No, I'm sorry, unless it's a scripted event. So
Yeah.
you could actually literally run from one ghost and then another ghost appears, the other ghost has to be like, alright, you fight her first. I'll wait. It's fine.
Cross the line. It's your territory
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
So that's the end of that ghost. Yes, because this house is full of secret wolves.
Demon tag scroll. Is that like the instructions on how to play demon tag?
Yep. So pretty much we're right back to where we had to fight that dude the first time at the very beginning of the game.
Yeah. Well, these running kid ghosts. That's one. That's one of the kid. Ugh, God bloody hell! The kid ghost from Ju-on. He's always running, isn't he?
Yeah.
You know, meowing at people and then full sprinting away.
Oh, you're looking at something, lady. Oh, 74. That's fancy.
Yeah, this is literally the start of the game, isn't it?
Yep.
That's where we found the journalist hiding. Does the ghost grabbing your wrist happen in this game, or was that established in older games?
Older games. Actually, that was only
sorry,
for the
newer games rather.
Yeah. So the Wii. The Wii is the only time that happens.
Right.
Oh.
Speaking of Wii horror games, have you ever played Ju-on, the game for the Wii?
No. We wanted to. We looked everywhere for it, and now it's like freaking crazy to get. But it's supposed to be like more of a jump scare kind of thing.
It's when they call it a haunted house simulator, they are not lying. You know, it's probably one of the scariest sort of jump scary sort of games I've ever played. It's really good. So I was going to suggest we should play it for Halloween.
Full up on Type 37. That's nice.
Because you've got your Wii's hacked, right?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I think I've got the eyes out of it somewhere.
Oh man, that's a lot though. Oh man, but that's handy. Yep. Oh, can I only do one at a time? Oh, that's lame. Whatever.
What?
You can only a special function. You can only activate one at a time.
All right. Why have you got 5 of them then?
I don't know. Maybe later on after you unlock some more stuff you can put, because I think you can have at least 2 or 3 at a time. Maybe that's the newer, older games. Oh gosh, this dude's a jerk just because he's quick.
He's got a really big head for a little kid.
This is gonna be a loop with dumb. Because he's fast.
Oh, for goodness sake, kid.
What? How did you run toward him? I was facing the opposite way. Oh my god, camera angles.
Only tank controls. Well, I say that you've got tank controls in this game, so it's just they're not on by default.
Like I said, I've got to fight him in order to get what I need. They're off me. What the F? Alright. Stop. Why do you keep turning?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a word with Arctic. A strong word. Oh, come on, seriously. Wow, you hell of a hit in there. You took that fall to the face.
Oh, there goes that stone.
How many stones have you got?
You can only hold one at a time.
Oh, my God.
God, he Let's get out of here. That was stupid.
Yeah. Piss off, shit kid. Don't worry, we're going to get full brunt of shit kids when we start playing Rule of Rose. I'd say that much.
Yeah.
I am doing well. I need to read up on it, but I think I know how to put all the cheats in for Rule of Rose, so we can actually have the gun and have infinite ammo for the gun. Because screw the melee combat in that game. It's not that the melee combat's bad in the sense of mechanically, because it just is the same as in Silent Hill, but it's the collision detection that's the problem.
Yeah, it's just broken.
Yeah.
I am not 100% sure where to go next. Ah, yes, I do know. That was a lie. Oh, of course it's locked. Nope. Okay.
We won't be standing in solidarity for too long, Radar.
Okay, so this one is interesting. So that was locked. We're not going down there just yet.
I am interested in how they've done their reflections in this game. They've done it the same way they do it in Silent Hill, where it's not actually a reflection, it's just another model in another room. So, you know, it's the same room mirrored. And then as you run in, a duplicate of your model just copies what you're doing. So it looks like a reflection, but it's not actually a reflection. If that makes sense?
Yeah.
'Cause that's how they do it in Silent Hill 2 and 3. And I've not seen any reflections in 4 yet, so I don't know if they do it. But they probably don't, because 4 sucks. I mean, though I've decided my mantra for playing 4 is not as bad as Homecoming. Not as bad as Homecoming.
I had a lot of fun with Homecoming.
Ugh.
Like, the story, I'm not gonna say the story was, like, phenomenal, but I had a fun time playing Homecoming.
I think what broke Homecoming for me was the story. Is that throughout this whole game you're doing all these combat rolls and all these fucking flick flacks to get back on your feet when you get knocked down, and then it turns out that he's been in a mental asylum for most of his life, and I'm just like, well, then there is nowhere. So what you're telling me, he's so delusional, he's trained his body to do flick flacks. You know how hard it is to do a flick flack. You know, it's I say I can do them. I taught myself how to do them. I haven't done one in many years because I haven't danced in many years. But it's not something you can just do. You know, you've got to have really strong abdominal muscles. You've got to be really flexible in your hamstrings and stuff. If you've been in a mental asylum, I really don't think you're going to be flexible or strong.
It is if you got enough crazy.
But yeah, that's what I mean. I think that's what really pissed me off about Homecoming. It was like that twist is just so stupid. So who's this now?
I'm not 100% sure, but she's fast.
Great, I'm a fast one.
I'm wasting film, but I'm just trying to get it over with. Bada bing, bada boom.
Well, she was really easy.
Yeah.
You know, in comparison to just kind of sub characters you've been fighting, was she like a boss character?
She was just blocking.
She certainly had
this room.
Oh, right.
So she's just a
mid-tier boss.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, boss ghosts are most of the time easier than the ones you keep running into. Mainly because it's a one and done.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. They don't roam.
Alright, so the controller's vibrating. Aha. There it is. Alright.
Well, it's 10:30. How much more do you want to do?
I don't know, we started way late and it's Friday, so like, I'm free to keep going.
Okay.
So. What did I even come in here for? I feel like I'm missing something. Alright then. Maybe I had to kill her to do something else.
Yeah, is the door unlocked somewhere else or something?
Maybe.
You know, Doom style. So in the one where you play as two characters, do you actually play as two characters, or is it just like one long escort mission? Was that someone's head rolling down that stairs?
It could have been.
Yeah.
So yeah, in Fatal Frame 2, it's basically you're trying to keep track of your dumb sister.
Oh, right.
I say dumb. I don't know, like at first you're kind of like, oh yeah, we need to keep in touch with her because like, you know, it's Spooky Ghost Village, and then she just keeps like walking off from you and you're like, look, you get possessed, that's on you. Like,
yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah. I'm gonna do one video of Silent Hill Origins Cerberus, but yeah, you have to play it in software mode because the flashlight doesn't work properly in hardware mode when you get into the hospital. And also you don't get any shadows if you play it in hardware mode as well. Same as Silent Hill 2, 3 and 4, but someone fixed Silent Hill 4. And I was like, why did you fix that one? I mean, I'm glad they did because that's how I'm playing Silent Hill 4. Because the PC version is completely broken.
Aha. Spooky.
Spooky, scary skeleton.
Oh, this part is so cool. So I don't know if you can hear it, but there's somebody playing a koto. Is that how you pronounce that?
Oh yeah, that's cool. And I don't know how you pronounce it.
Gosh, it's my favorite.
But it's when you've usually got like a geisha dancing in it. Someone playing one of those sort of sit-down guitars, I guess.
Yeah. I think it's a koto. I don't know, it's been a long time.
I don't think I've ever really actually known its name. I think I've always referred to it as a sit-down guitar. Mafuyu.
Awesome. I need all the good stuff I can get.
Do you get extra lenses in this one, or is that a newer, older game?
I think special functions are lenses, but...
Oh, right.
See, like, this was blocked off earlier, but now we can come inside the...
Oh, is this because you defeated that female ghost? Or is it just because Mafuyu is
It's
opening things in the
yeah.
past, present?
It's the past thing.
Yeah. Where is my daughter Makoto Kusanagi?
I don't know what her last name
A bit
is.
of Ghost in the Shell in it. Because, you know, Makoto, ghost. There's a link. Yeah.
So yeah, this part just basically just kind of explains like that the previous master of the Himuru mansion went nuts, but it's because the ritual didn't take effect, so he literally like lost his mind and then murdered everybody.
Oh, you spoke about this last time, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
They like that in their Japanese stories. I went on a murderous rampage, then killed myself. You know, because that's literally the same story as PT.
Yeah.
You know, found out his wife was cheating on him, killed his wife, then killed his kids, then killed himself.
Which we modded the PlayStation, and we can now play that.
Oh, have you got it? Have you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've never played it.
It's pretty cool. But I mean, like, it's kind of like, I don't know if it's cool now because it's been around so long. Yeah, it's just fun.
But I've got to admit, I'm kind of grateful that it didn't become. That wasn't going to be what Silent Hills was going to be, because that would have drove me nuts.
I don't want to leave. I just wanted to unlock it, lady. And this takes us back out to Long Arm Ghost Hallway. But I don't want to go there.
Wow, they were short back then. I don't know why, we're getting feedback off your mic now all of a sudden. It's spooky night time.
What kind of feedback? I haven't said anything.
That's what I mean, it's just, there's now like a real buzz when you talk.
Weird.
Yeah, it literally started about 5 minutes ago. No, not even that long ago. You know, it's just started. It's like, what? Why?
It's been a weird...
Yeah, it has been a very spooky Friday evening for Zenithfilms play.
It's you, I'm out. Unless I have to go that way, then I'm messed up, but it doesn't matter. So I'm gone.
Was that the blind woman again?
Yep. She won't go away until like way later.
Well, as in like different stage later.
Yep. Oh, I cannot use the door because she's here. Oh, F. Where even are you? Oh, in the wall like a cheater? Get out of the death loop.
Cerberus, there is a video on YouTube that apparently shows you how to re-download PT if you've already downloaded it on your account. Now, I don't know whether it's true or not.
False. Lies. All lies.
Alright.
It is completely wiped from Sony servers.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Completely gone. But you can mod your PS4 and then download the ISO.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't do that. I'm not
No, 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 we're not emulating this game. We're on original hardware.
Yeah, which technically I chosen age. Okay. There's months, so I wonder if it's 1079. Try that.
Whoa.
Did the audio cut out again?
No, we just got a real massive bit of feedback.
Weird. What in the world?
Yeah, it sounds like you're sat next to a speaker. You know when you get sort of like mic feedback from a speaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where it's come from.
Did that do anything?
Nah, it made it worse.
Oh my god. Did that do anything?
That sounds a bit better.
Okay.
Yeah, go with that.
Okay.
Not modding either of my PS4s.
Don't blame
Fair
me,
enough.
because you
I
can
mean,
brick it.
yeah, well, that's what I mean. That's like nearly, what, 500 quid's worth of console? I don't know how much they are. I don't own one. But I know they're not cheap.
Oh, dang it. Now the sounds went off. Why? Okay. So somehow I'm not getting any audio from the game. At least through my headset. I don't know if you can still hear it.
Hold on a sec. No.
No, none. Awesome.
No.
Alright, so I'm gonna open this door. I'm gonna go save it after I open it.
Yeah, it has been a night of spooky stuff.
It has been ridiculous. Okay, so the door unlocked. I'm gonna go save it. I will turn it off and then reboot it and see if that works.
Yeah, you can do it, or we could just call it a night.
Oh, that's true.
Do you know what I mean? Because,
This has been nuts. It has been
really
crazy.
uncooperative tonight for some reason. Yeah, right, I'm down for that. That sounds awesome.
Is this the other door? Okay. So this should take me... Yes, okay. And then there's a save camera.
Yeah, Cerberus, we're just going to save it and we're going to call it a night because it's just been a spoopy night of PCSX2.
Like, I don't know why it hates me so much.
At least it's playing at proper emulation. I mean, sound things we can sort out, for next time. It's fine.
Make a right on the sticky pad. Storeroom. That's where we made it to. Alright, awesome. Finish saving. So yeah, that's it. Whatever that's about.
That'll do. That'll do
gosh.
for tonight, guys, and hopefully we'll get this all running properly. Maybe we should try to sort it out before we start streaming next Friday.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think it would be a problem this
Well,
Friday.
no, not at all. Not at all. No, I think maybe we should meet up at like 8 o'clock just to make sure everything's fine.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, and then it gives us half hour to iron out any kinks that might appear. Because I'm even having problems with AJ with Discord. You know, it's all working in theory. It's just not seems to be working very well in practice. Right. So.
Whatever.
Yeah, that will do for tonight's stream of Fatal Frame. So, thank you for joining us tonight, and we will be back. Well, I will be back tomorrow with something.
Yes.
So, have a great weekend, guys. Say goodbye, Swifty.
Goodbye.
All the best.